folks, TNT Neon Prime here, and we're back with another review. And this time the review is going to be on Magic Square's MS-03 Heavy Gunner, their masterpiece version of a Brawl. And before we get any further into the review, I did get him from ShowZ's store. That's showzstore.com. Remember to put in code TNT01. That's TNT01. You know, that'll help me out tremendously. And where you put that at, it will be in the support your favorite reviewer. Alright, with that said, let's get into this review. Alright, there we have a close-up on Mr. Gunner, aka Brawl. So let's go ahead over the paint we have on him. So by the way, this guy is painted all the way through. Magic Square did not skip on the paint whatsoever. We have an orange crest here. We have orange visor. We have a red mask. The color scheme is gorgeous, if I do say so myself. The head is painted gray. His gun here is painted gray. All this is painted a olive green, along with the chest is painted gray. His arms are painted gray. Do y'all get the point? He is painted. So enough about the paint. We'll go ahead over and look at the back side of these guys right here. Looking really good. And so before we go any further, let's go ahead into his accessories, which we have the main gun here for the tank, which is painted all the way through. It do look like a foot though right there, so that looks good. We have his gun, which is also painted. The handle is not painted whatsoever, so yeah, that looks good. Also with this, he can wield it in both ways, hold it in his hand, typical masterpiece setup, and he can hold it real good. So just basically take it here. We're gonna open up the thumb area, and it tabs along the top here, and pretty much where he holds it good. Same thing with the big gunner part. It does have the same port, and just fold it out, and he can wield that as well. Same masterpiece setup, and you can see where he's holding it right there. Alright, then we have the big nice boot, which comes with him, so that is good that they're selling the attachments that they go with, and not like Fans Toys putting them all in one bot and making that bot 10 times the price. So yeah, looks really good. Alright, so let's go articulation. His head can do a full 360. It can look up that high, look way up that high. It can look down that far. We have shoulder, can go all the way up. Nice ratchets in there. Nice, very nice ratchets. Try to keep it focused. We do have a full 360. We also have an elbow swivel also. We have more past 90 elbow bend. With that, we have fully articulated hands, so he can do the 5-finger spread on that as well. With the thumb sitting on the ball joint here, these are sitting on pins. They are able to spread out like I was saying, and they are on a 1-2 pin hinge, so there it's good. And can do rotation also, and it can tilt back and forwards. All right, we have a waist swivel. We have a crazy ab crunch, and I will give that as a ab crunch because we have seen Fans Toys, X-Trans bots use the same method on the hinge, as a stomach crunch. To do the hips has a 2-area deal. So before we want to do it, we're going to take here and flip these pins out, flip the hinges out, and right here we have a kick out to there, so it don't do the full van down. But if you can drop that hip down, we can get a few more out of it like that, and then put the hip back, and we have that full van down split. Nice ratchet. We have like a setup of two movements here. So right here with that, and can take that high here along with this drop down right here, and that's pretty good range. Also, with that also said, we can get that much range kick back on the backside. We have thigh swivel. We have a knee bend to that far. We have a ankle tip, no toe tip, and that's the only thing that we're actually missing from this guy with a toe tip. I wish they would have gave us a toe tip, but I'm good with that. We have an area where we can get a back butterfly. You can see that right there. We can get a front butterfly. We can take this area here, which I had already pushed it up. Take this area here, we can use it. That's due to transformation. Bring it here, and we can bring it forward here and forward here. As you can see, as you saw in the beginning, how I had his arms crossed and everything. So this dude got fully functional. I mean, everything pretty much articulated. Like I said, he just missing the toe tip. Other than that, Magic Square, you did your thing. Alright, so we're going to do some comparisons. Here he is with Fans Toys Swoop, with Transformers Element Optimus Prime, with another combiner, X Transbox Big Load, aka Long Haul, Fans Toys Iceman, X Transbox Stunticons. We're going to get down to transformation on this guy. First, we're going to start with the hands. Pretty much just fold the hands up. On this back side here, take this and fold it up. Fold the hand in. Make sure all his digits are in there. Closing it up. Rotating it. Full 180 and pushing that up. Bringing this part here forward and letting it sit here. And we're going to do the same to the other side. Alright, and we should be looking like this. Alright, up next, what we're going to do is take his head and pull it up. You can see here they are sitting on, as Mr. Bobby Skullface called them, dovetails. So we're going to lift that up, bring in this piece out, his chest area. Same here on this side, bringing it up and out. Every time you get on camera, stuff don't do right. So yeah, there it is, bring it up and out, and we're gonna be looking like this. And bring the arms out, looking about like that. So from here, we're gonna lift this back panel here up. Well, let's do one thing. Let's make sure everything's up and out of the way like that. Pull this guy forward here. Pull this forward here, like so. Taking this piece here, bringing it up, and bringing it up like so. So you can see what I did there. Taking the head, bringing it all the way back, and folding the head down like so. So back again, show it again. We had it there. Bring it down, and then fold the head up, bring it like this. Taking this mechanism here and pushing it all the way back as far as it can go, just like so. From there, we're gonna bring the chest up, and bring it up and in like so, and the same to this side, bring it up and in, and we are looking like that. Peg hold these pegs here. As you can see, that peg right there, we're pegging to this hole right here on the side, pegging it in place like that. And there's a peg here, you can see right there, and it's pegging into a slot there, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And that is done, and we're going to do the same to the other side. Alright, and you should be looking like this. Alright, from there, what we're going to do is take the backpack and raise it up, and then raise it out like so, as you can see there. From here, we're going to take and rotate the waist 180, full 180, like so. Alright, so this right here is a bit of a bear. So what you want to do is take the turret and flip it backwards. We're going to have to take these dovetails here. Take these dovetails, not dovetails here, but these dovetails right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. I don't know if y'all can see that really good, but yeah, them guys right here. And we're going to have to bring it and tap them into here. Now, when you first get it, it will be a bear to deal with it, and it's probably going to act up while I'm up here on camera, but we're going to go ahead and get it done. So you basically take it, you're going to push forward if his head's out of the way. I knew it was going to happen. So let's take it and stretch his body out like so, and drop it down, keep it out of the way. So basically we're going to have it here flat, and we're going to take these dovetails and pin them in. So right here you have to lift here, push at the same time, and there you have it. So that's how we are looking there. Alright, then we can take this back and push it back like so. So we're going to be working on a leg at a time. I prefer to work on the right leg. Alright, so I'm going to set the camera up to a better position. Alright, so with this leg, we're going to have to do two things. A few things with this leg, not two things. First, what we're going to do is start out with this area here. Free it up. Rotate it back. Fold the panel in. So that'll be pretty much like it is. And pretty much this panel is going to rest back here on the back. But for now, we're going to go here, and this piece right here, we're going to have to take it and push it out. Like so. So I basically went behind it and pushed it out, and we're going to have that out of the way, where we can take the foot now, flip the foot back, and we can lift this piece up like so. Alright, so from there are plenty of panels that's hidden up under here, and I've seen a lot of YouTubers miss a couple of these panels. They won't miss this panel, but they'll miss the next panel I'll show you. So you're going to take that panel, flip it out, take the foot spur, take the foot here, and fold this piece in. Once you saw what I did here, fold that piece in, bring that piece all the way in, just like so. Then from there, we're going to come back, fold the foot back like that, and from there we're going to take the foot and fold it in, taking this tab here and tabbing it into this spot here, and we have that piece done. All right, then from there what we're going to do now is take the tread here, pull the tread out. And one of these was real tough to do, but once, like I said, once you transform it several times, it'll start loosening up, which I already done it. So we got that out. Then from there, what we're going to do is take this bit here, stretch it out, panel out here, and we have a panel here. Then we have another panel here, which this piece will tab over into this little hook area here. From there we have that. All right, then what we do, we can just sit this and just rock it back on this spot here. So from here we're going to take this panel here, we are going to fold this big piece down, flip this in, flip that in like so. All right, then from there, we just making sure stuff is out of the way. All right, so see where I'm going at with this right now. What we're gonna do is rotate the tread here and rotate it out, and they are going to tab into these little pin areas here. Like so. All right, so we're gonna bring up the camera a little more. All right, so we have got this far into the transformation. So right here, this is where the flap that most people miss. There's a flap here, if you can see that real good. So what I like to do is just take it and pull it out. That's what she said, which I shouldn't lift this up. So let's take this back up. And bring the tail light out. Bring it back down. Now we can tab this back into place. Like so. Alright, so from there, everything, we got this, all the panels out of it done here. Then we're going to take this knee area, bring it down like so. That's first. Bring it down like so, and we're going to keep it just like that. So you can see that knee, that should be just like this, up and down. So let me move this out of the way. So make sure you're looking up and down like that. We're going to take this piece and we're going to fold it down like so. So I'm going to show you that from the top. Let's get the chair out of the way. So what it's going to do is going to accordion. So it's going to hide that panel. So we have that panel hidden just like so. And we are supposed to be looking like this. All right, so we have this drum here. We're going to take this drum up, his heel spur, and this little tab here. We'll tab into this spot right here. And voila. All right, from there, we'll make sure all this is lovely. Right here, we're going to take this panel, and now we're going to take and push it in so it can sit like it sits out of the way. And get it back. It'll sit like it sit out of the way. So we have tab here. We have tabs there. And on the bottom here, we have a dovetail here, and we have a dovetail insert here and a dovetail. So what we're going to do, first up, we're going to take the dovetail and slide it in like so, just like that. Then from there, we're going to start tabbing stuff together. We got our panels out, we got our tail light out. That's the tail light I was saying, that's hidden, people don't usually see it. And we're going to just start tabbing stuff away. You can see where stuff start tabbing. Yeah. Get that out of the way so we won't end up breaking it. The tabbing is the fun part, if you didn't know. So you gotta make sure everything lines up. Alright, so there we have everything tabbed up in line, and we are going to do the other side. Alright, so there we have both sides done. So only thing left now is to clamp the two legs together. So you can see here, there's a peg down there below. If I can see it better from the other side. But there's a peg. I can't really see it. There you go. Peg right here. And we're just going to pretty much tab everything together. And there's a peg right there. Pretty much squeeze everything together. And there we have Gunner in his tank mode. Only thing left now is to pull the cannon out, the turret, and that's it for him right now. And it looks really, really good. A lot of people are complaining about this area here. I like it because it's tune accurate. I'm a tune accurate kind of guy. Only when you know stuff like this, but when it comes to the cars, I like to have real world accuracy for the cars, and I like to have my robots in their tune mode. But this looks good. So everything looks good. We have nice detailing here on the top. And FYI, if you did not know, this is the same tank that Warpath is. Yes, Warpath. So, articulation. We have the cannon can go up. We have the cannon can go down. It can the turret can rotate, but shout out to Bobby Skullface. Lift it up just a little bit, and this way you won't mess up the paint, and you can do the turret spin as well, so you won't excuse me, mess up the paint. And it can rotate a full 360. We have the guns that the 4 guns that was on the front of the tank. We do have them now here on the side of the turret. We do have some type of little pointing thing there. We have headlights here on the front. We have tail lights here on the back. All this is painted, pretty much what we're seeing on the truck, on the robot mode. We do have robot body somewhat on the bottom. He do have wheels. He can roll somewhat. Here is Magic Square's Gunner, aka Brawl, with X-Trans Bots Big Load, aka Long Haul, and X-Trans Bots Gravestone, aka Motor Master. The accessories, we do have the big Gunner and them 2 pegs there. We'll peg here on the back side right here. So we just go ahead and peg them in, and there you have that. With the gun here, it does have a stub peg here, which was actually we showed earlier, which this part fits right into the hand. And this part here, we'll pretty much peg into that spot. So we're gonna lift this part here up and just pretty much peg it in place like so. And that can move up and it can move down. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna bring in these little headlights. So they will peg into spot here. I'm not gonna peg them all the way because I don't know if I'm gonna keep them in. And we have that one in place. And put this one in here. Let's move this out of the way. And peg that in place. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna keep them, but they do look good. And there you had it. The combined mode. Just open the leg up. And what we're gonna do here is pretty much rotate the cannon. Well, let's push the cannon in, rotate the turret all the way to the back side here, and we're going to take this piece and flip that piece down, which will reveal 2 peg areas that will go to this area here, and just line it up like so. Then we have 2 peg areas here where these guys right here will peg right into this area here. You see right in there. And pretty much there you have leg mode. Articulation, you have a tip that goes back to there. Bring it out some, extend it out. So you have a toe up, a toe down. You can get a little more out of it and get a toe all the way up. So if you got them in that bend mode, there you go. That'll do it for Mr. Gunner Magic Square version of a masterpiece scale Brawl. He is very highly articulatable. He looks good, paintwork all the way through. Magic Square really done their thing for y'all. But other than that, man, it's been a blast showing y'all this guy. I really like it. See what I did there? It's been a blast. Okay. All right, folks. This is TNT Neon Prime out. Y'all be blessed.